Hello, good evening. This is Eric again. That's a pleasure for me tonight to present you a tutorial about how to write your professional cover letter. Basically, the most important thing to know about your cover letter and applying for a job, you could be the right candidate. You could be, you could possess the background and the job requirement, but because of a bad presentation, you present your resume and your cover letter bad. That reduces the chance for you to get hired. One thing to know, the cover letter could stimulate the recruiter to read your resume. And in the same way, it could stop the recruiter to read your resume as well. But what you need to do is to write your cover letter and your resume on a way to impress your recruiter, the person who's going to hire you, and then give them the best impression about yourself. So writing a professional cover letter will be a good way to start when you apply for job. So to start your cover letter, you know that you need to keep your cover letter dynamic, precise, concise, and simple. Basically, one thing to know, manager and recruiter, they are very busy, so they don't have enough time to read a novel. For instance, they may receive 100 resume, 200, or depend of, they could even receive more. So you need to give the essential of your cover letter. The message should be clear and then fast in a short period of time. So you should be able to give your education, your contribution, and then what you can bring to change the company, and then show that which solution you will bring in very short time. Secondly, it is very crucial for you to be specific and professional in what you said. For instance, it is important for you to avoid of using more than 6 I pronoun personal, like in your cover letter. Let's say that instead of say I was the manager, I was this, I was that, replace those statements with a different statement. For instance, instead of saying I have more than 8 years experience in the information technology industry with 2 years degree, you can say that after more than 8 years. Avoid using so many I's. That will make you look like someone who is very arrogant while you are not arrogant. What of another thing to remember? It is your grammar. Please spell check your grammar. Have someone, 2 or 3 people look at your grammar for you. Because if the recruiter or the manager starting read your resume and your cover letter with some misspelling, some grammar mistake, this can give him a bad impression about you. You start to reduce your chance of getting hired. And then one more thing to do before you start writing your cover letter, it is important to find out about the company you're going to apply for, to know what specific problem the company has, and then how your competency and your knowledge can bring a solution to this problem. Do not just send a cover letter to the job, to the company without knowing more about it. Try to see how much you know, as much. Try to get as much information you can about the company. So now let's start writing the cover letter. The cover letter should contain at least 3 to 5 paragraphs and a greetings. The first paragraph, is the header. The header should have your name, the city, the province, and or the state without any space, and leaving one space after the line and put the date. Secondly, from the header, you need to address the letter to the human resource company and just tell them the human resource company the city of the human resource the company, the province, the state without space. And then finally, you have the greetings. Now, let's go to the example of header. If you look at this example of the header, this is the header for this cover letter. You see, for the name, I put Joe, Eric Joe, and the city of Calgary. I put the date, March, and I put human resource department. And then at this end, I can put for this company, like for instance, XX company. Now I put Calgary, Alberta. This is where the company is located. If the company is located in Edmonton, I can put in Edmonton. If it's located in Vancouver, I'll put Vancouver. Now I go to the salutation. I say, dear human resource manager. The subject, I put the subject, and then now we'll insert the job name and the source where you find the job. For instance, for the subject, you can say that, dear human resource manager, and reference to the job X and X I saw online on this website. Now we'll go to the introduction. The introduction is to tell the manager why you are sending your resume. You need to mention the job title and the source where you get the job. Now we go, and reference to the IT specialist job or nursing job or any other job, and the position advertised on Indeed.ca or Google.ca. Please find a copy of my resume and my cover letter. Okay, please find a copy of my resume. So when you put like find a copy of your resume, that is the cover letter. Just let the person know you're going to add your resume with this letter. Now we'll go to the core of the cover letter. The core of the cover letter will contain a briefing of your experience, your education, your skills, your communication skills, and how those will be helpful for the company. So this is what I put on the core. For instance, yours will be different, but you can use the same format. After more than 8 years in the information technology industry and 2 years degree information technology. So if you are a nurse, you can say that after 4 years degree in a nurse, or after working in such and such company. So you will give more details. You see those details and continue. So at the conclusion, what you do in the conclusion, you create a momentum with the manager, and then you create a strong desire for the manager or the recruiter to call you for an interview, because this is where the person will think that, okay, he really need the job, and then he show me that he want it. Show the person you desire, you have a strong desire, and then you are capable of doing the job. So this is it could be mutually beneficial for us to meet and discuss the goal of your company and how my technical ability can help achieve this goal. If you like to arrange an interview, you can contact me. Give your phone number with a professional manner, like I put it here. Put the area code in bracket, the indicative, and then put a slash put the last 4 digits. You give the time. That is very important. Give the time when the person can call you. Do not just give the number vaguely. The person will call you anytime, and then when he call you, probably you are busy, stuff like that. Give a time you know that you will be available, like between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and then give your email as well. Please, this is very important as well. If you give your email, make sure that you give a professional email, not black dengue, black power, black jeans at workmail. Yeah, no. Give your name, your first name, and your last name with some number, build a professional email for the person to catch easily. And then at the end, you say that I will call your office in a few days. This is for follow-up, to let the person know that if he doesn't send you a message, you will follow up. Okay? And then basically you have to give some greetings at the end of that to show you are polite. Some people are very impolite. So don't forget, you try to sell yourself, not in a bad way. You try to sell your knowledge and your ability to work. So show the person that you are a complete person. You don't miss anything. You good intellectually, and then you have some good manner too that can apply for the company. You will give those greetings. So here, this page is a complete professional resume, so a professional cover letter for IT analysts. So this can help you. You can use this as a model to look at it and then to match your experience, your knowledge with this format. And I guarantee you, if you format this like that, you present it like that, you have more chance to get hired than the other person. So I wish that will be helpful for you. And I'm going to give you some other video. Look at this, and if any comment or anything you want to add, please comment on it. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, I will use it to build the next resume, the next tutorial. Okay, that was a pleasure to record this tutorial. Waiting for your feedback. Thank you very much.